Alrighty, hello there. It's Patmos. I just reloaded the game because I was already playing for like 15 minutes, but apparently you guys didn't even see that. That's why I don't stream on YouTube usually, on Twitch, because it's way easier. I just hit a few buttons and I can start streaming. But just let me know, please. It's Patmos, of course. Are you hearing me now? Can you see the game that I'm going to start all over again? Because we were already with like 4 houses going on, and I was just thinking, why isn't nobody responding to what I'm doing? So I have to wait and see now. Kimberly already fell asleep, I guess. When I started the stream, or at least I thought I started the stream, I even wished her a good nap and told her that my voice should probably help her fall asleep quite quickly. But you guys didn't hear me, I guess. Yes, you can hear me now. Great, working now, finally. So I already built like 4 houses, and I was well on my way with the game, but you guys missed it all. That's not what's supposed to happen. So we're just going to start over, of course. That's why I reloaded. It's map 4 this time. So let's just jump into it. I was already building a whole new town. Finally, it works now. Glad to see that's okay. We're going to start in this little location. Don't know why, I just thought we would. Here, not asleep. Yeah, alright, that's good. Well, my boring voice is here now, so you should fall asleep soon. So here we are, this little spot on the map. We're going to use these trees to get some building started. We're going to start off in this little area with a little suburban area. And then later on we can build the main village right here in the middle of the map. Because one of the struggles with the main village, especially if we build those little row houses, is to provide them with jobs. And here we have plenty of room to provide jobs around it. So that's what we're going to do. So that's just a little heads up about the plans for right now. Let's just get going now. I should be building my first forester right here somewhere. I already did this. Oh, this is weird. I just did this 15 minutes ago. But hello to Roadhog, hello to Kevin, hello to John Taylor and Kimberly, of course. Nice of you all to be here. Thanks for showing up. Hope you have a great time. Feel free talking, of course. I have to do this all over again now. Oh, this is so weird. All right, well, we've placed a forester. Let's add a few builders, so at least everybody's going to be building. And let's add a little bit more buildings to the queue before we start off. Now, there should be room to place the, the clay pit here too. So let's do that. And let's unpause. Let's get to speed 1. So at least they start building the forester and the clay pit. Did you change the Twitch date, Patmos? No, I didn't change the date. What I did was on the schedule on Wednesday, it now says I'm streaming on YouTube, go there, and then my YouTube name. So everybody going to my Twitch, looking up the schedule, should see that on Wednesdays I stream on YouTube with my name on YouTube there. So they should be getting here pretty easily. The other option was to just totally remove it. And well, that didn't feel right, because then nobody knows that I'm here. So that's what I did. I hope it shows that way. It should, I guess, but oh, you never be sure. Alright, we're going to start with some houses with gardens this time, by the way. So, just so you all know. I'm going to change the size, of course. Again, because I already did this, but yeah. I'm going to make them slightly bigger than what I did on the Twitch stream. So that they do produce some food, but not too big, of course, because we don't want them to be too large. But this should be a nice suburban little area. Yeah, that's how you knew how to say. Alright, so that works. The Twitch notification works. That's great. But thanks for caring about it, Kevin, and for letting me know in the YouTube comment that I should do that. So I did. Thanks a lot. And I've been commenting quite a bit on the fact that you have such a lovely weekend ahead, and wishing you all the best. When you were saying, when we were still talking about where you might go, I was already thinking that you could have been the designated survivor for the crowning. I mean, you are of royal blood, of course, so why couldn't that be? But apparently it's not that. Well, that's 3 houses. Perfect. And of course, I hope everyone is okay. All is good here. Still have a little bit of the little flu that I had, but that's about it. So just a little bit a strange voice maybe. But nothing serious. And I'm feeling all good. And I hope you guys are too. That's maybe a little bit too big of a tree. Let's put a nice tree there. Maybe nice bushes near the benches so people have a nice place to sit. We have 3 houses planned so we could go to speed 2 as they're building the forester now. Very nice. First 3 houses are up. Let's continue. Did I start on the same spot I did? Yeah, this is the same spot. Okay. 3 houses. Let's build 3 more. Going to need 9 if we want to get to a nice amount, so... And I'm hopeful that with these gardens... we can actually grow some food of our own on the houses that we can sell through the granary and the market stall, so we don't have to trade straight away. Are these about the same size? I guess so. Just be aware, every now and then I have a little bit of a cough. It's just because I get a tickle in my throat easily. So I'll turn off the audio and things will slow down a bit, but that's about it. Okay, 6 houses. It's really hard to see if you place them all straight. I wish that was a little bit clearer. Clay pits ready, that's a good thing. Let's put 4 people into the wood business now. Get 3 guys out of there. So that they can chop a lot of trees and we get all the wood that we need. That should be a good thing. Then we're going to need a thatchery in time. This is all... I think we should place the smithy first. I want to place the smithy right here. Somewhere, although it's not straightened out. Let's see, is this a bit in line? A little bit... Yeah, like this. Alright, we can build the smithy right here. Then let's place the thatchery next to it. But the thatchery, of course, needs to be close to the water. And this way it's a bit closer to the water. So let's build it right here. And we're going to need some charcoal piles. Now I've already made a very nice looking charcoal area. And now it's all gone again. So we're just going to redo it. Uneven terrain, yeah, that was the case last time. Have to find the sweet spot here. Yeah, there it is. Hope wifey and little one are okay. Yes, they are. Little one's asleep right now, as she should be. Tomorrow, she's going for a few hours to an auntie to play there. She's looking forward to it. And she had another swimming lesson today, which she enjoys greatly, so that's really nice. And wifey's at work. She has not a full holiday, but she just has a few little things to do. One of them is this evening, so she's in another town now working, and then she'll come home. Ah, this won't fit. Can I still delete this one? Yes, alright. Let's try and move it over a little bit, so the tree will fit in there. I guess we'll have to get rid of this one. Remove. Ah, there he comes. No, I said remove. Remove. That's it. Perfect. So yeah, all's fine. Tomorrow she has like a few hours of work to do, but that's it. And Friday she's the day off, so that's very cool. Right, let's place a tree here, let's place a tree here, then complete the fencing, so this area is fenced off. I like that. Alright. Now, of course, we're going to make this a little bit of a nice looking town as well. Since I've been doing that lately, I enjoy that a lot, making the towns look a bit nice. And of course, in this place where we'll be burning a lot of charcoal, it would be very good to put some things that are there that can take up some CO2. Alright, it's the end of March. First house is being built. We get more and more firewood. Ah, the first charcoal pile is ready. Let's go to speed 3 for a bit. These guys need to chop a lot of trees, but they can do that. We have 6 houses planned, so we need just 3 more. Question is where, of course. How much space do we have left? Well, not a lot here. So this should all be industry. Where should the next row of houses go? This is quite far away. It might take too long to build it here, actually, but we're just going to try. Alright, let's hit the F1 button, make this area a bit smaller, because this is too big. Yeah, something like this should do it. And then let's build a few houses next to it. Ah, that's great. That's great to know. I'll keep doing that. Not every part of town gets them straight away. Sometimes I just need to see what an area is starting to look like to decide on the decorations. But I'll keep doing that. I like that too. I wasn't doing that often, of course. But since I've been busy doing that, I'm also really enjoying it. And I'm just taking the time for it. I think before I just wasn't taking the time for it to do that. And now I'm like, oh well, it's my game, it's my stream, so I take the time for it. Alright, so at least we have 9 houses planned. We can move the smithy over till after the houses. That should be fine. So that is something. This house is sewn in, so that looks very good. That means that we're going to get some food out of it. I would really like that. Charcoal pits are now doing their thing. Here comes the thatchery. Let's see. Can we put in a few birch trees here? Yes, we can. Nice row of trees behind that or next to it. That should be nice. Let's keep the town alive. We should get the cart parking here. And then let's see, that's this type of fencing, I believe. No. Sometimes it's hard to actually see the right fencing. Yeah, this is the right fence. Well, that's in the way now. Yeah, there it is. All right, let's go already this way. Then we can extend it later once that building is gone. We can make this area look nice too. Let's go green this time. Let's act like we have green fingers. And now that the carts are here, we can also make a few benches here. Maybe we should place the benches underneath the trees. Like they can sit in the shadows. Nice place here behind the cart parking. Nobody will see you, so the kids can make out there. That should be interesting to them. Hate this white line. Well, that's not the true capitalist way, but yeah, I think they will. So we're going to make them have nice areas to sit in. So here they have an open sitting area. I still miss all the things like a swing and a slide and stuff for kids, because then we could give them a little playground here. That would be so nice, but well, unfortunately we can't. But at least here they have a nice place to sit. So that should work out. We should concern ourselves with a little bit of water. Now, I don't really like to place a well in this area because it will close it off immediately. Can we place one here? Yeah, we can place one next to the charcoal pits. Or we should place one right here. I think we should place it here. And we might even fence it off then. Let's see. Is that this fence then? No. I'm always confused. They should make these icons a little bit bigger so I can see, because right now I can't see. Yeah, that's this fencing. Alright. Could also do some interesting fencing like this. Just make some sort of a corner out of it. Alright, interesting. We'll see, we'll see. We'll have to try some new things every now and then. Put in 2 nice bushes here next to the well. No, but all these nice places are just for people visiting. So when they come by, they see those nice places. They think they want to live here as well. And then we'll just give them some crappy house on the other side of town next to the brickworks. And they just have to work there. So it's just a way to be attractive to new people. But they're not going to live here, of course. A beauty tax. Ooh, I wish we could. I'm sure I won't have to pay anything, but yeah, interesting. Beauty tax. Alright, we should get some honey out of this one. I don't know what this is going to grow. Any plant lovers here? What's this going to be? I don't think they're going to be carrots. Maybe some beetroot or something like that. Alright, it's June. We've only built 3 houses. So let's get 2 dudes out of here now and place them in here because we need them to work on the housing. I was so well on my way the last time I did this before you guys could see it. Now we're backing a bit. So we really need to hurry with the housing. It's just taking too much time to sit on all those nice benches. That might be the problem. Should have waited with all the beautifications until every house was done. I should have earned it. Religion, health, education. Yeah, government, but I don't know where to place that yet, so that's not going to happen. Alright, this house is coming along now. Come on, dudes, finish it. Go to the next one. July, August, September, October, November. 5 months to go. 6 houses to go. Oops. They need to hurry a bit. Let's move the thatchery over. We don't need it. At least not yet. Till we can get it done in time. We'll see. Luckily we have the 2 extra builders in now from the forestry. That should speed things up quite a bit. From 4 to 6 builders. That's a third more, so that should work. There they go. And we can't even get everybody out of here if we want to, because we don't need wood straight away. So let's just do it. We'll just leave 1 guy in here. We can switch him out later. That means 1 extra builder. That's a good thing. There comes the clay. Just a little bit of thatch. Still needs to come in, and then we're there. Alright, everything is here. It's still July, finishing another house, so we can build a house within a month. So that's good. Let's keep that up. It seems our king at his coronation is saying if we want we can swear loyalty to him. You have more chance of me bungee jumping naked in Antarctica. Oh, I say let's plan that trip. That should be interesting. But I've read something about that in the newspaper. Yeah, that there will be a moment where people in all over the country can swear allegiance to him. We have that too. It's usually on the 4th of May. We call it 2 minutes of silence. But interesting moment. Yeah, he can't produce right now, but we don't need anything because we have plenty of logs. Still plenty of wood. We're going to need a bit more to finish all the housing, I think. Yeah, we need 4,000 just for one house. We have no wood anymore, so we'll need an extra guy in there soon, but not right now. I can already ask for an extra dude, and as soon as I get him out of here, that should work. Now, I should note that last time when I started, which is like 40 minutes ago, I had 31 people. We had a lot of kids. This time around, we don't have that many kids, so most unfortunate. I wish we had more kids this time, but, well, we are on our way. 3.5 months to go, 3 more houses to be built. I think we should be okay. Let's keep planning ahead, of course. Is one of the tents already emptying? Yeah, this is moving. That's good. 3 more to go. I think we should start planning a few more houses already. Let's rotate a bit. Should get a decent sized street like this so we can put something in it. I think that will be nice. Should not give them too much of a backyard, I think, because that would be a waste of the ground. We can better do it like this then. This is quite a big front yard. Maybe a little too big. Let's just widen the street a bit and do it like this. We'll build 3 more houses. Then we can also try and figure out where to put our first granary, for instance. So that we can actually have a nice amount of food stored somewhere. That people can actually buy it. Alright, is this place straight? Yeah, this is all straight. So this one is good too. I do think there's still quite a delay in my messaging and me talking and you guys seeing it on stream. I'm not 100% sure, but that's how it feels right now. So I'll have to check into that. Maybe that's the standard setting. In Twitch, it's at least a bit faster. I let them work too hard. Well, they have to work hard now because otherwise there will be a family leaving soon. Once the winter comes, they can all chillax and do something that they want because then we're fine. Then they all have a house. But right now, they just need to work hard to provide for everybody. Once that's done, they can do whatever they want. But we're getting there. 2 more houses to go. Halfway September. Should be fine. And then we're going to get along with all of this. French way. Le guillotine. Yeah, that is an interesting way of dealing with stuff. Is it worth having a couple of excess housing? Well, yes, because then new people can come in. These 3 are the excess houses. So that'll be interesting. And it also gives me a little bit of more of a direction where to put my first granary. If this whole area is going to be housing mainly, it's going to end right here because I want to get things like fisheries or something maybe here. So this should be the housing area. So maybe it could be interesting to build the granary here so people from this side, but also from this side can go there. So we have a row of houses here. Oh, this one is not straight. Let's remove that and do a new one. So I think if I can make the... let's see, let's keep this a bit straight, I think. Is this straight now? Yeah, this is better. If I can just make this and then do another row of houses on the back. Right here. So let's do that straight away, by the way. Then we can build the granary here and start buying some stuff from the locals to actually already get the... Right, let's see. I want it a bit more straight like this. Now what I want to do is move this over a little bit so we create some sort of a back alley where people can actually walk. I would I would want to see how that looks. I think that'll be nice. So just a small back alley where we can maybe even plant a few trees or something like that. That could be interesting. So let's build a house. I'm not going to build all of these houses straight away, of course. We'll just do some others as well, but... Alright, there we go. And the last one, and then we can start to place the granary and some market stalls and things like that. Alright, a house to the back. This in here, this all the way. Well, it's quite the works, but to get nice things, you have to work for it. Oops, that's the wrong button. I just wanted to click the granary. Question is, how are we going to place this? I think I'm going to place the granary on this side a little bit. Ooh, the barber. Yeah, but that's going to take time because that's a stone building and we were not close to getting bricks soon. Now this is the granary, so here should be the area where we have the market stalls. But we also need to make it look nice, I think. Or at least I want to try that. But it's quite hard to see, actually. I think we should build a granary first, and then we can see the area. And then I can build the market stalls too. Alright, these should have the harvest in. Ah, they got some beetroot. They have a lot of peas. These have a good amount of honey. So yeah, there is food to be bought here. That we can use to fill all the extra houses. Build a farm. Yes, we're going to build a farm. Build more houses to attract new citizens. Yes, that's what we're going to do too. We also need a smithy to start producing smith goods. And we need a lot of other things. So yeah, there's the carts. So now we need a carpenter too. To work on that. Make sure that our carts can keep going. Where's the carpenter? He should be somewhere here. There. Should place him a little bit more in the center of town so that he can go reach all the carts. Right here. We don't need access housing yet. Alright, this one is empty now, so let's get rid of it. Let's get an extra cart as soon as we can. So once the carpenter is there, that should be possible. Alright, this all looks good. Smithy can start to produce. We should get girls in the thatchery because I think we're almost out of thatch now. Yes. So we do need the thatchery to be working. Getting the granary already? Oh, that's fast. That's fast. But the barber's going to take time. No market and no housing available. Very true. But there's the granary. Very nice. So. Let's go like this. Then move this way. I hope this is a bit straight. I think it is, yes. Let's do the same here. Alright, like this. And it's going to be a little bit bigger. But I want to make 2 small arches here. One, two. Okay. And let's make this area slightly bigger. Then, yes. We'll go a little bit like this. But we need an arch here too. Or we don't need it, but I want an arch here too. Simply because it looks nice. Yeah, this is just how I want it. There we go. Will you be putting a bridge by them? Well, there is going to be bridges. There's going to be a lot of bridges, actually. But not straight away, because we first need to make the marketplace now. And I'm quite busy with that, actually. So yeah, let's build a stall right here. Let's build a market stall here. Well, this should be a nice market area. Let's put one worker in here if we have one. Should be a lady. And we should also put a lady in here if we have one to spare. Yes. Now let's set it to, I don't know, cabbage, carrots. We could see they had some honey, and we could see they had peas. Not going to buy too much, but we are going to buy these 4. And of course we'll be spending money on it, but that's okay. You can see they're bringing it in already. And these are also the goods that we're going to sell in here. So cabbage, carrots, honey, and peas. And as soon as the house is done, and this house is now done, we should have food for sale. And now we can go immigrants already. That's nice. Alright, what trees? Maybe we should put in a few maple trees here. Now, of course, they go in the corners. But I also want trees... just a bit more randomly placed around the square. For the shade. Put a few bushes in here. Not going to have everything completely straightened out and as nice looking as I usually do it. So something like this should be fine. Give it a little bit of look of a car park. Let's place some benches, but randomly. So that people can just sit wherever they want, have a nice time. This is now the market area. I think this should be interesting. Not have everything planned straight out and things like that, but do it a little bit different every now and then. And we already had our first family moving in. Very nice. Now the problem is it's already January and we still need a farm. I've not really thought about that yet. Because this is where the main city should be. So maybe we should make the farm here. That could well be the thing. Let's go start working on a farm. Totally forgot about it. Luckily most houses grow a bit of their own food. Oh, this is all uneven terrain. Nice. That helps. Not really. Ah, we can build a farm like this. Alright, let's build it here. Now we can do some fields here. But we need to build the farm straight away. In order to have any hopes to get a good harvest this year. We'll see what we can do. At least we have some thatch to spare, so that works. That's the problem if you spend a lot of time doing decorations and playing Speed 3 and just going on and on and on. You might end up with a little problem. But we'll manage it. And soon we can go back to Speed 2 for a bit, so things will just be a tiny bit slower. But at least I can keep up with everything. Alright, we have one well, we have another one here. Does it still provide enough water? It still does. Okay, so we don't need an extra one yet, but we're gonna get one soon. I think it should be placed right here. Hey Ryan! Nice of you to join us here. Very nice you catch us now. That's great. Hope all is well. Already a lot of fun here on YouTube. Everybody watching and coming in, so should do this more often. Alright, they're building the farm now. I think we should be... It's gonna be close if we're done by February, the end of February, but I hope we are. Because we really need to start producing some more food than just what we have right now. But on the other hand, the good thing is everybody has their own food that they can grow soon enough. Not everybody yet, but soon enough. So that should be interesting. Ah, the carpenter is done. Let's get one worker in there. And let's build a cart. And can I already get more people in here? Maybe. Kinda hope so. We should also start planning the city hall, I guess, to manage the economy. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. All is well, that's good. Glad you found us here. Alright guys, help me out. We could build the town hall somewhere here. So it's close to suburbia that we're going to build here and the farm here. Or I could already just place it here in the middle and use the town hall as the city center, not the church. Or maybe put the town hall here and then the church under here. And then we build the row houses around it. So it will be either all the way up here or somewhere down here. Where should I build my town hall? It's up to you guys, chat. Those of you who watch on Twitch already know this. Every now and then you get asked a question. You'll have to answer. Tell me, where should I build this? Up here or down here? Or if you have a better idea, just let me know. Ooh, we can see that the ground's already melting. The snow. Ground can't melt, of course. Ah, Kimberly is still awake. I hope you are all comfortable with the dogs around you. Come on, finish my farm. Place it in the middle further away. Yeah, that would be my idea too, but well, let's see what others think. Alright, let's see. Just a little bit more thatch and then I'm going to pause because I want to place a few fields before too much time goes by. So not too much time goes away to from the harvest. All resources are here. Come on, finish this. There it is. Very good. Let's get a manager. And a few ladies in there. Let's pop out a few fields. Now, I don't think we can make the big fields that I'm used to make here. Let's see. How far can we get? This is 50. Okay, interesting. Because from there on, I need to do it like this. This is 50. And this is only 36. Okay, so I'll have to think of something else. Now, we could do different kinds of fields. There's also this space that we could use, maybe. Let's just do it totally different this time. Let's use this area. We're not going to keep the maximum size of fields. We're just going to make fields. So let's build a farm field right here. This should be quite an okay field. That's one. Now let's add a field here too. Let's not do it the maximum size. Or do it something like this. So that we make as much use of the land as we can. That could be interesting too. I wish we could do one more piece here and then continue, but you can't. You can only do 4 areas. That's what I don't like about this. You can only do 4 areas, 4 corners. I want to do 5 or 6. That could be very interesting too. Right, let's move it all the way back. Get it up to this height, I think. Yeah, that's another one. Alright, further away, that's what it's going to be. And hi to Jet Set. Nice of you to be here, to join us, and to tell us what to do, because that's what I needed. Alright, let's build another field here. Should not be too big. Just some nice fields to work on. Well, this is kind of different than how I usually build my farms, but it's interesting. Let's just place field. They're all around 1,000 in the amount of stuff that we're going to use. That's quite normal. That's what I usually have. This is probably not going to work. No. I have to do it a little bit more like this. I'm going to try and make a very big field. but something like this. Yeah, that's too short. Well, this should be optimal use for the area. This looks nice. And we have a manager. Very good. Let's set up some food. Very true. Yeah, I would really love to get more possibilities with the fields. As long as they can still have a maximum total area coverage, that's fine. But just being able to get more angles going, that would be so helpful. Right now it's also a challenge to just place the fields, but there's so much areas going to waste now that we could have used. Alright, it's just going to be buckwheat and potatoes for now. I think... No, we can also do some wheat and buckwheat, of course. I think we can. 60 and 20. Yes, we can. Alright. Because then we can also get some flour. Or use it as food for some animal. Interesting. Alright, 6 fields are all ready. Let's activate them. Let's see if we can hire a few people, but at least we should get something of a harvest. The total area is now 6,400 units, so at least we should get a decent amount of food out of that, if we can. Yeah, I hope they are. And how's Jet Set? How are you doing? Nice of you to be here. It's already quite cozy in chat. Thanks so much for showing up, people, and for being nice in chat, talking to each other. That's great. Alright, let's finish this area with housing. So then at least we know what else we can put around it. Maybe a little park or something like that, or... maybe there is some sort of an industry that we could use. I don't know. Let's give these a slightly bigger garden, because they also have a look on the water. And with a slightly bigger garden, they might feel slightly more important. That could be interesting. There they go. 3 more houses. They do, they do. And of course, we also have to say that a lot of people actually do have very good ideas for the game. That's also very nice. I mean, there's a lot of people in a lot of games, if you watch streams and things like that, that just go ranting on about things they don't like and they want to see change and stuff like that. But I hear a lot of people with very good ideas for this game that are just all relaxed about it. They would just love to see it and express what they would like to see, and that's it. Alright, let's zoom out a bit so I can see where it should be. I think it should be somewhere here. I mean, this is uneven terrain, so we can't build there. There's some uneven terrain. Only for this ones I try to be nice. Well, I think you always try, but, well, maybe the execution sometimes can be a bit better. But no, that's joking, of course. You are always nice. That's why you're one of the moderators on the Twitch chat. I should get you guys in here as moderators too. Alright, let's see. I think this should be a good spot. Because then we're a bit further away from the uneven terrain here, where we can't build any row houses. So let's build it right here. And let's build it pretty quickly, because I want to get the economy under control. That should work. And we need to start trading soon, because we will run out of iron at a certain point. Well, fruit drying is now added. They can do it in their houses. So if you get fruits, they can buy them in the store. Or at the market stall, they can take them home and then they can dry fruits. Here we have dried fruit. So that's in now. But you're true. Getting extra things like a bakery and stuff like that, that would be nice. But it is also nice that not all of the foods spoil. So buckwheat doesn't spoil, honey doesn't spoil, sunflower oil doesn't spoil, dried fish doesn't spoil. So that's good. Not everything is going to waste. And it does add a lot, just the fact that food can go to waste and you need to keep producing a lot. I think that's a nice addition too. I lose a fair bit of cherries from spoilage. Ooh, well then it could also be that you're just overproducing and you could switch them out to things like apricot and apples, because if you have the different types of fruit, they can buy more of the Not in total, but if they can buy like 100 apples and 100 apricots and 100 cherries, and not 300 cherries. So it could help to spread your production a bit more around the different types of trees that you can grow with the fruits. And apples are on sale in some villages, so you can sell them to some villages. That could be helpful too. Alright, it's April. Apparently all the fields are sown in, so that's very good. Oh, this one is still busy. Okay. Well, that's a very small field, so that should be easy. But it's true, there should be more ways to preserve food and other things. But I think a lot of the focus is now going on the new buildings and adding things to that, so... But we'll see what they come up with. I'm just very happy that they actually do have the time now and the opportunity to start working on the game and moving really forward with it. I would love things like this too, by the way, a sitting log that we can just place in a park. So really make some sort of a nature park where they can sit on a log and have a little campfire and stuff like that. It's not in the decoration area, but it was in there because, well, it's there when you place the base camp. Those things would also be very nice, I think. Alright, we're going to build another well here, but I forgot to decorate it already. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be right here, I believe. Yes. So let's put the fences up here. Get the bushes in. We'll do Gilder rose bushes this time. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions, and girls, of course, and when I say guys, I mean everybody, or things you want to see me build or whatever, or if any suggestions, let me know. I'll see what I can do. For now, we need to focus on the trade building, because we need to be able to trade some iron and things like that. And I think we should focus on making sure that we get the food variety out of things. Ah, we can build a trader on the back of this. This could be an interesting place. Turn all the fruits into alcohol. Well, I know who want to live in that village, but... Alright, let's see. Let's lower the rent a bit. Let's raise the land tax a bit. I want a very big wealth tax. And this should be... Oh, no, they should have some wealth before they start paying. Well, 30 should be fine. We don't have a tavern yet, but I'm going to tax them anyway. Same for the barber. Market prices. Oh, they can go. Let's lower them. Let's lower the wages. We'll lower it down to 1. That should be okay. And laborers... 0.9. That should be okay. Purchases from citizens also down to 30%. At least this should give us some time to build the trading post and make sure that we don't run out of money too soon. Well, we can export beer if we get to it, but we only need hops for it, no other things. So there's no real use for that. All right, let's set up the granary, by the way, because we are now going to produce some buckwheat and some potatoes. Let's set it up to 1500. Then there will probably be something left in the farm. But as soon as we get more granaries, we are able to then add some stuff to that too. Buckwheat, potatoes, and flour. Not that we're producing flour already, but that's where the windmill comes in, because we do produce some... Oh, should that go in here? Let's build it straight here. We'll build 2. Now we also need it well done, by the way. Because we are producing some wheat, I believe, already. There it comes. So that should mean getting some flour from the windmill. It's very nice that all the new houses already get filled up. So now we have 36 people already without even having a trade center. I like that. Right, our charcoal area is working. But they have a hard time hiring laborers because everybody is still working, of course. So we should also focus on getting more people in. Ah, there's a laborer, so that's good. Could get 2 people out of here because they're not doing that much anyway, because we have plenty of thatch. They can keep up with that with just 2 of them for now. That should free up somebody. And we're getting close to harvesting already. In a quarter of a month it will start ripening, and then we get to the harvest. Guess we'll have to manually pull people from some jobs and make sure that they can be hired. I'm also going to raise the wage for laborers on the farms, so that they'll be the first to be hired there. That should help. Do we have enough goods for this? No, we are running out of nails. Alright, so all nails that will be produced now will go straight here. Let's add somebody to that production. New family settling in town, very nice. And I think we can get a few guys out of this that should be able to help out on the farms soon. Because right now we don't have the nails to build this, so why have so many builders? That's no good. Well, we do have a tiny little town this way. It looks good. Ah, here's some stone. That's nice. We need a stone mining camp, but at least we have some stone. Still quite a walk if you want to go to the town hall. But I think this is placed where it should be. And now we just have to wait until our town expands. And then we'll make this look nice, of course. Alright, so we're producing buckwheat potatoes and soon some flour. Some flour. So we have 3 types of food. We need more though. We have this granary, of course, buying up some food from the locals. So we should be able to supply everybody with what they need. Question is, what should we do next? Should we go for things like fish? Or should we get orchards? Or should we get some animals? What should I go for next as a food source? Please enlighten me. As I'm going to check if I can place some hay dryers here. 1 and 2. Alright, that's nice. At least 2 hay dryers. And maybe... no, I want to place some housing here or something like that. At least we'll have 2 hay dryers. We'll get a little bit of hay out of this. Not that we have barracks or something like that. It's now a nice cozy farmers community. The city people can live further down the road. Yeah, that's true. They need to live here. Live their busy city life, but chickens are always fun. Oh, that's true. That's true. They do eat food, though. So they'll be costly, but they're nice. That's true. All right, let's go for chickens. I asked you guys what you want to see. You want chickens, then. Chickens is what you get. No problem. Question is, where? Could build them here, but then this might also be a very good spot for just more housing around the granary, because we already lost this space. Could also go across, but that's a long walk and a lot of nails to get across. We are still short on nails, so that's not going to work. I actually hope we have enough iron to finish all those nails. Oh yeah, we do. Alright, so that's good. No problems there. I think we should get the metal parts out for now. I'm not producing any metal parts anymore. Just produce nails for me. Yeah, that's very true. Fish is interesting, but there's 3 months that they can't produce. You need a lot of guys to work the fisheries, and we need a boatyard and people building the boats. So that's definitely not good. The thing is, with chickens, they eat normal food. If we get cows, we get just hay that they eat, but we also need people to supply the hay. So we're just gonna go for chickens. I'm going to start with just 1 chicken coop. I think we can build it right here. Maybe the chickens should face the water so they have a nice look. Let's build it here. Then we should also build a, no, not a well, a platform here so that they can get some water there. But yeah, chickens it's going to be. Let's move them up the building queue a bit. But first we need that trading post up so we can buy some goods that we desperately need. Start an orchard after the coup. Yeah, that's interesting, but I need to... I think this is a very nice spot for a few orchards because this is well out of the way. There's people living here that can work there. And orchards also take up quite a bit of land, so they're out of the way of the village. Because I think in the end, later on, I want to move this farm too, because it's just in the way of the village here. I want to build a nice suburban area here. Now this is all very nice farmland, I think. So I think we should go for the orchards here. Later on move the farms a bit more here. And then have a big town here. And build bridges so that they can go to their jobs. I think that's what's in my head right now. Of course, if you have other ideas, let me know. But orchards could be very good, especially since they take like 3 years to actually grow up to produce something. Cows or sheep fertilize the fallow fields too, but then you also need the slaughterhouse and tannery or the foller. So yeah, it's all workforce issues, especially in the beginning. But at least we're getting new people in. Although all the houses are filled up now, so that's not really true. But we already have 40 people, so we're getting somewhere. And it looks like all the harvesting is done already, so that's very good. It's only starting October. Also means probably that we did not produce that much food. 1400 buckwheat and 1300 potatoes. So we need more farms, bigger farms, and a lot more food. But for this small amount of people, we're good, we're good. I'm very curious to see, yeah, there's new peas, there's some cabbage, there's some carrots. So there is still food they can buy. Maybe put in 1 extra lady here. So that they can buy, yeah, there they're going to buy all the goods from the locals. Very good. This is filled up with buckwheat and potatoes. Alright, we actually got 1700 buckwheat and 1500 potatoes. That's not a bad amount. And we still have wheat in here that we can use for the flour. Ah, thank you. Well, I hope you learned something. I always like to think that people are just different, not necessarily better or worse or whatever. Ah, we have the trading post up and running. Very good. So now we can at least buy some iron if we have to. Let's get a manager in here and 1 worker. Hope we have smart enough people to be a manager, but we'll see. Alright, now we get a well, then we get the windmill, and then we desperately need houses too. We need more houses. Right, we have a well here now. This well is done. This well should soon be built, so we really get enough food all around, or water around. Yes, we have a manager and we have that. Alright, let's put some stuff in the export stock. Let's start with 5,000 charcoal, because that's something that we can sell. And sell pretty easily. Let's just hope that the visitor from that Kachi comes in. All the iron is now out of the storage, so this 480 iron is all the iron that there's left in town. So we're going to need to buy some iron soon. We do have plenty of nails now though, so that works out. Well, as long as I get some booze every now and then, you all are happy. But it's very interesting to get new ideas and to hear other people's perspective, but also to challenge yourselves. If you watch my earlier games with Ostriv, you see that I do a lot of the same building. And I also did not take the time to make any beautifications and things like that. And now I do try to challenge myself every now and then to just do things differently. I mean, making a farm like this, like a year ago, was totally not possible. I wasn't going to do that, and now I do that. And now I make an area like this because I like it. It's interesting. Just try to do new things. Just try to make it look a bit different. I like that a lot. All right, let's see. I want to do something with this area now because this is now the main street. So let's make this a very nice main street with lots of trees that you walk in between as you go from one end to the other. There's not going to be a lot of benches in here, it's just a nice row of trees. There you go. All right. I struggle to get the workforce I need, even switching people around and the usual seasonal hiring. It's always hard in the first few years for me. I think I get too ambitious. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You really need to pace yourself and make sure you don't build too many industries and mainly focus on housing. Before all the updates came out recently, I thought that around, let's say, well, let's buy 500, by the way. Around 100 people was enough to get most of the jobs fulfilled and get a self-sufficient village. But with all that you need right now, I usually go now with like around 200 people. When you have 200 people and you just pick the right jobs and things and stuff like that, you can get a pretty self-sufficient village that provides enough food for each other, offer enough food variety, you produce your own iron and things like that. But yeah, it's all in the numbers in the beginning. Oh, we have no jobs available, it says. Well, there's plenty of jobs available. So let's get a few extra builders then. That should provide jobs. Yeah, we can now brew some. I like that fact. That's very nice. But it's still, if I play quite a few city builders because that's the games I like a lot. I'm still amazed all the time by how good and how detailed this game is and how well balanced in the end. I mean, it's especially hard if you don't get to the 9 houses in the beginning, and I know people struggle with that. That's why I made videos about that, how you can do that. But basically after that, just don't go too fast. Make sure you think about what you're doing, but then you can really build a nice town and have a nice time doing that and enjoying it. And I like that so much. And this is a very nice, well-built, well-thought-of game. It amazes me every time again. Yeah, that's true. Well, we've been talking about that on Twitch. And what I would love the most, I think, is a map where I can choose the settings. So I can just click, like now when I started the map, oh, I can just show you. If you do a new game, you can pick the trees which you want. I want also options to say I want unlimited, or stone, limestone, or I want a specified amount, or I don't want it present. And I want that for all the resources. So that you can just say, all right, I want to give myself a new challenge. I don't want iron in the map now, but I do want the others. That's something that I would like, but well, that's different for everybody. But I would just like to get the control over that. So I know that all the deposits will be indefinite, or they will be limited, or there will be none at all. Yeah, a bit more slope tolerance, that's true. Although, it's also nice that there is some sort of a challenge in the game. That you have to think about where to place buildings and that you can't build them on this slope, of course. So that it also... It's not a free build game. You can't just build everywhere. That's something that I like, but I do want some sort of a terraforming tool. Or at least that I can assign this area to be straightened out, and then workers should come and they should put in several hours and then they actually work, and then you can do something with it. But I know that's really hard to make and have it function well in a game like this. So that's probably why it's not in it. But that's something that I would really like. Oh, we can see that the benches here are used quite well. That's nice. People actually come here and sit. But it's nice to hear all these different ideas from people because they're interesting. And sometimes I have an idea and somebody else has a different idea, which is just as good or even better. So that's really nice to hear. Alright, we should tell this one to do preemptive repairs. We have no housing available now, so we should focus on more housing. Chicken coop will have to wait a bit because we don't have people to work there anyways, so that's not good. Let's build those 3 houses first and then get going with the chicken coop. And we should be planning more housing, I guess. Should we do more garden houses again? Let me think about this. We can do a few more garden houses, of course. Either place them in the same way or a little bit different. I think I'm gonna place them right here. Make a little alleyway here, but not like a big street, so that at least people can pass, which is, of course, very good for the flow of stuff. Alright, let's see. Is this a bit straight? It does appear to be. But now we can make a pretty long street here if we make just these narrow pathways for just people to walk through, but nothing else. I think that could make things quite interesting. I like some restrictions, like where to place the clay and sand pit. That makes sense. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But it's always tough, of course, because, well, somebody wants a lot of restrictions, somebody wants no restrictions. It would be great if they could add more options like that when you start a game. So either you want no restrictions at all, or you want just a few, or you want a lot of restrictions. I don't know. But still, I always try to remember, and am really grateful for having such a great game to play. That is so nice and gives me so much joy, and it's just amazing how good this game is. Alright, let's build another one. Messenger from Mirefa. We can get chickens, but we don't have chickens yet. We can get some wheat, honey, textile, broadcloth, warm clothing. We should be buying some warm clothing. Anything we can sell? Well, there is some stuff to sell, but we don't have that yet, so we're not going to sell anything. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but I don't think this is the place for that. So I might do that either here or maybe later on somewhere else. But I think this should be the little suburban area as it is right now. We have a problem. We have not set up a market for all the buckwheat and potatoes that we have. Totally forgot about that. Flour, potatoes, and firewood. All right. Now they're hiring people here to work on the fields, so that ain't gonna happen. Ooh, that's true. Or like a random map generator or something like that. That could be interesting too. Oh well, we'll see. For now, I need to finish these houses. I hope somebody can get into the market stall soon. I think they should be. Yeah, there's somebody and they're selling everything now. Alright, everybody has food again. I totally forgot about that part. Oh, this house seems to be in line with all the other ones straight away. That's good. These houses already have a slightly bigger garden then, since they are in line with the rest. Okay, there they go. 6 more houses. Ah, that should do the trick. Ah, people got married, so no new family in the house. But that's okay. I'm very happy for them that they got married. I also want to get a few houses without gardens soon, but I think we need more food for that. I think it's time to start planning a few bridges so that we can at least get across. I don't think we can get across here because, yeah, there are the hay dryers in the way. Could get across here probably somewhere, but I don't know if that's nice. Maybe we should try and get across here. Yep, that works. That's one. I think we should also get across somewhere here, if we can, and start another farm here. It's quite far away, but... yeah, I was afraid of this. Can't really build anything there. Okay. Well, we could do it here, and then here another one. But that's not good. We need another farm. Well, then it should be right here. Next to the chicken coop. Ah, this could work. Alright, there it goes. And then here we can build another farm. Although they're a bit too far away from the housing. So we need to start building houses here too then, so that they can actually work here. Guess we should focus on the orchards first then. Well, at least plenty of ideas to build a big town, so that's nice. Yep, okay. We have a few ladies looking for a job, but that's it. So they can work in the chicken coop then, so that's good. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the cabbage, because we have plenty of other foods. That means that we can start to sell some warm clothing here. We have that now in our storage. So we can make sure that we provide everybody with warm clothing for the next winter. Up to 50 people now. Not a bad start. Let's get the chicken coop. Then go to the bridge. And then we can start to work on the orchards here. And we'll have to figure out a way to get extra farms too. Could place a farm in this little area because here's a lot of... I think there's a lot of uneven terrain here. So if we can use this for fields and place the farm somewhere in between there, that could be helpful. We can already try to build the fields, of course. So let's try that a bit. Let's make this a little bit more a traditional farm, I think. Should be 50 long, yeah, something like that. A bit of away from the water so we can still build some industries on the water. Let's try and build one of my traditional farms here, but should probably remove quite a few trees to actually get to it. Too long, yes, I know. Well, that's one field. We don't need to farm straight away, so that's okay. Where's the beginning? Come on, here. Alright. Well, it's sometimes hard to see where the beginning is, but we'll see. Ah, they're going to chop those trees straight away. That's very nice. Field 1, field 2. Where's the beginning? Right here. Alright, field 3. Ooh, that's going to take a lot of trees to be removed. 21. Oh, wow. Well, that's going to take its sweet time, but it's okay. 5,000 charcoal. There we go. Do we still have... No, we need some more iron. to keep producing. There we go. The windmill looks like one of the fans on my computer. There, oh, it's silent now, but it should start running soon. Ooh, we got a lot of flour. How much is in here? Oh, already all the 250 we can have. Let's up that to 500. Well, there's plenty of food. Yeah, there they go. But buying a lot of food. Very good. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3 fields placed. Maybe we should stick with 6 this time and not more. I'm not sure. We'll see. Let's go focus on the chicken coop because that's almost done. And then we can try and get some chickens. Now that Kachi is not selling any chickens. They sell all other animals almost, except for sheep and chickens. But we also need to set this up with people and set it up for what they're going to give. We need water, of course. We need hay, weed. But I'll do 250 each. Wheat, buckwheat. And I think that's all that we need at this point. And maybe later on I'll put it in already. As soon as we get flax and stuff, we get the linseed anyway. Now this can be supplied different ways. That's fine. All we have to do now is wait for a trader to come in and we can get some chickens. Ah, that should be nice. They have their own water supply now. Let's keep focusing on the fields because I get distracted all the time. But I can't really see where the fields are. That makes it hard. Let's go. So here's a field. So we should also place one opposite to it. Like this. I do want one big farm now, because that'll provide us with all the food that we need for quite some time. And we do need that. But we're not producing nearly enough at this point to really be self-sustaining and have a healthy, bigger population. Ooh, there's a messenger coming in from Derkachi again. Alright, so there's no chickens, so we don't have to rush there. Would be very nice if we could get chickens already, but we'll have to be patient. Yeah, we're not going to sell more charcoal at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be okay. Now we should place the farm somewhere. I don't know, should it go here? This is close to the people. So that could actually work. In order for them to hire people. And then they just have to do a little bit of walking towards the fields, but that's okay. I don't really mind that. Right, let's move this up. Ah, another field's done. Good, we now have 4 fields ready. So we should get some extra food in next season. It will take some time, but it should be okay until then. We have 1200 buckwheat still. We still have 1000 potatoes. We have 600 flour. Oops. We have some peas. And of course, most houses produce a bit of their own food as well. So we should survive until then. Then we get this farm up and running. That should help out. And we can always add 2 more fields to it. Ah, they're building this bridge now. Then we can get some orchards going. Ah, we're totally out of wheat, so it is no good to put people in there because we're not going to use them for anything. Alright, well, the bridge should come in soon. I had a nice zip from my little drink. And then we can work our way towards the farm in the building queue. Question is, where should we go from there with the industry? Should we go for clothing first? We do need some clothing at a certain point, otherwise people will start leaving. So we either need to buy it or we need to make it. And I think we should go for making it. Now the tannery, for one, needs to be close to the water. Now there's plenty of water here, so we could use this little piece of land to get all the clothing industries on. I don't know if that's what I want, but it could be. I'd like to get some houses on there without gardens, just some nice village housing to make this look like a nice rich area. But that's just my idea now. I think we should just go for all the clothing industry in the industry area right here. We could just start planning that, because we're going to need it anyway. So we need things like the tailor and the weaver, and maybe on the farm we can produce some hennep or flax to actually go for the clothing. We do need to start working on it. I have an idea. Let's go get the first things for the clothing industry. The tanner should be close to the water. Yeah, let's move it around. This is all uneven terrain, so that's no good. But we could place it somewhere here. I want to place it all close to each other. That's a bit hard. It can go this way. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to try something. Let's build the tanner right here. Let's build the weaver right next to it. Yes, they can go there. Then we also need the tailor. We'll need a shoemaker, I believe. Yes. Alright, this should be everything for the clothing. Then we also need some storage. But that can go in the back here. Alright. And then we can make this some sort of... Oh, there's uneven terrain here. That's not good. Oh, we can do it right here. This will be the entrance toward this clothing area. We're going to completely fence it off. Oh, we can't add the fence to this. Ah, that's most unfortunate. I wish we could. Need to use a different fence anyway. Let's go for this one, I think. Yeah, that's better. Alright, this is some sort of clothing alley. So, let's move around. Let's see how big it has to get. There we are. Let's make some extra space here. I'm not going to completely close this off. There's the tanner. So we'll go this way. And we'll leave a little shortcut here so that people can take a little bit different route if they have to, or if we want to trade. But now this is clothing area. I wish we could place a sign somewhere up here that says, well, this is the whole clothing area. Welcome and enjoy it there. And now we need to put in a few trees here and make this look a bit nicer than it is. Let's get apple trees. Just an apple tree, an apricot tree, and a cherry tree for some coloring. And these people should now be able to work here. Now here's the tanner, and they do need a lot of water, so we need to put a platform up here where they can get the water. But now we really have a separate clothing area, and this will also help us to find things. So now I know that all the clothing things are here. Another house is done. Very nice. That's coming along nicely. Just 3 more trees and this field's done too. So they're doing a great job making sure that they remove all the trees. They can also keep up, so that's good. We do need more people filling up this. So that might be an issue, but I think most of them are working on the farm now. Yeah, some of them are. So that once the harvest is over, that should be fine. A new family settling in town. That's 4 people that can work. I like that. Those are the families that we want to see come in. Here we can start the orchards. Should get at least 1 going for some fruit soon. Alright, let's go see. Hit the F1 button, make it as big as possible. We'll check that they're cut sheet messenger soon. Alright, this somewhere should be the sweet spot, yes. Right there. Place this as far in the corner as we can. There comes the orchard. Alright. Hi Dan McRae, nice to join in. I hope you're okay. Very happy to see you here. When you plant random fruit trees, do the villagers harvest them? I don't really know. So far I have not seen that happen, so I don't know if people will actually harvest them. I think that would be an interesting thing to check. So we should keep that in mind and check that later on once this is ready. But so far I have not seen that. Now of course we'll have to wait at least 2 years before those trees will bear fruit. But that would be very interesting, because then you just plant those trees all over your town and everybody should be able to get apples. So it's a very good question. I wish I had the answer to, but maybe, I guess it'll be next stream before we see them bear fruit, because it takes at least 2 game years. But that would be really interesting. Good question. And maybe somebody else knows the answer, but I don't know. Ah, another new family selling in town. Building the farm now. Let's see, can we now sell some charcoal again? Yes, we can. So let's do so. We're building more housing again, so we also need more water. I've already had 1 or 2 instances where I played this game and I did not build enough water. And people will leave. And I don't want people leaving. So keep up with the water. You can never have enough. Let's plant a few bushes here. Well, that really drowns the ground out of their fertility. If you plant a bush, immediately turn brown. Well, I guess we're getting close to winter. Maybe that's why. Alright, the farm gets done. Then we need... no, the bridge is going to take some time. I want the orchard done, so it gets at least the trees planted, and it will take another 2 years. This will also take some time to get those trees out of the way. I have an idea for 2 more fields. Let's go check and see. 25, yes, so here we go. We'll do them halfway to this field, and then something like this. And then here we have an extra field, and we can do 1 here too. So we'll have 2 extra fields. A messenger from Balaklia. Let's see. Well, we can buy some iron, but we have plenty still. Nothing else to buy. Anything we want to sell? Not really too, so that's not going to happen. But if we build another field here too, that could help provide for just some extra food. There we go. Alright, interesting. That's quite a few fields. They still need to finish the farm though. Ah, we have the 8 workers now. Or 7, so that's good. Everybody that can is now working. We need more housing again. Can you put bees in the orchards? No, we can't. Which is a very interesting topic, by the way, because I've read about more and more people that have orchards placing honeybees in there. All these big hives with thousands and thousands of honeybees to get all the trees. I don't know what the English word is for it, but to manage all the trees and make sure that they can grow and bear fruit. But apparently, if you just let the natural species do that for a whole orchard where you need like thousands and thousands of honeybees, you need like only a few hundred special apple bees. I don't think that's the correct name, but some special species that are just there for the apple trees. So, as most often with nature, we humans are doing it totally wrong. We're putting the wrong bees in there. There's all these different plants that have special types of bees that are specially evolved to look after those plants. And you only need a few of them to actually work a whole orchard if you pick the right bees. And if you don't, then you need thousands and thousands of honeybees, and you still will not get the yield that you would get out of it with the other bees, because they're just not so good at their job. Oh, mid-afternoon on the other side of the pond. Well, it's already getting towards 10 p.m. here, so we need to be off to bed soon. Right, come on, finish this farm, guys, because we're out of thatch, maybe. Did we not? No, we do have enough thatch. That's no issue. Could put extra workers in there because we have them, but we have enough thatch. It's just a long walk, that's probably it. And, one thing that we forgot. Extra cart parkings. Let's get some extra carts in here. What's the problem here? They all need repairs. Well, I have dudes in here, guys. And they have to perform preemptive repairs. So why aren't these repaired? Not enough metal parts. We stopped metal part production. Let's start producing some metal parts. Problem here. Canada. I don't know, somehow when I hear Canada, one lyric from a song always pops up. Blame Canada. Which is always very useful, because when something goes wrong, you can just blame Canada. But I don't know why that pops in. It's from, I don't know where it's from. Interesting, but I hope all is well in Canada. Spring starting there a bit. We finally had a few nice days here, but it took quite long, since it's already May. Hey Jessica, how are you doing? That's a long time ago. I hope all is well, especially too with your YouTube channel. I've seen you grow quite big. That's very nice. Yeah, South Park. Yeah, that's true. I've never watched that, but I had kids in class who always sang that, so that's why I know that. Interesting. Always pops to mind now. Yeah, well, we're getting quite a long wish list, Jet, so that's going to be very interesting to keep our eyes on, all those wishes that we have. Alright, let's link all of these to the right farm now, and then we can start setting it up, hopefully, if we get an intelligent manager for it. Yes, we have. Perfect. Alright, so we have 7 fields now. I think we should get, first of all, more buckwheat and potatoes, because we don't have plenty of that yet, since we've grown quite a lot. So let's make sure we get some more of that. Then we also need more wheat, but that can go very well with the hennep or flax. So what I would like to do is set 2 up for hennep. So let's leave this fallow. Let's do a wheat field and a hemp field. And then here we can do the wheat, or we can do the flax and then the wheat. So at least the wheat goes on, so we get new wheat every year. And then flax. All right. And all we have to do now is wait for the last field to be available to us so we can plant something else on there. So let's activate all these fields now. And that should give us also the goods that we need soon for clothing production. Yeah, the dev probably has some wishes too. Well, I think maybe we should just make a list of all of the good ideas that we get from here in chat, and then, I don't know, send an email to the dev pointing things out. I've done that about a year ago and he was appreciative of it, so that's interesting. And, well... Ooh, we have no plot for burials. That's not good. Maybe we should make the burial grounds on this little slope. I mean, that would be nice. Let's build a small chapel here. And let's make this the burial area. So the chapel goes all the way up here. This should be like some nature's burial ground. We'll just build a small arch here as the entrance. And we'll fence it off, but that's it. Nothing else. No fences further around it, just like this. And this is the graveyard area, because we should take good care of our dead. Alright, this is it. Cool. Let's see. Let's get some maple trees. I think we should make a little bit of an alleyway with maple trees towards the chapel. We're coming into winter earlier in Oz. Ooh, it's really chilly this morning. Well, it is wonderful to meet people out here from all over the world. Whether it is from Australia, the Netherlands, Canada, the UK. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Alright, let's see. Because we have the tree here. But now I want to create some sort of an entrance into this little area too. So a bit like this, and then we can make the first row of graves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, oops, that's the wrong button. Now we turn it around and we build the second row right here. Then we do another row of bushes. This one, yeah. So now we really create some sort of a separate area. So here in between the trees you have the entrance to this little field. And then people can be buried here. I think we should get a place for people to sit. Oh, they should overlook the water, I guess. No, that can't be. Okay, we'll put it this way then. So that they can sit and mourn. Alright, well, we have the start of our little graveyard. Messenger from Balaklia. Also, no chicken. So we can't get chickens still. Well, that's not too good, but hopefully soon we can get them, though. Let's get some apricots this time. At least the first orchard is ready. Let's see, because I think the carts should be functional again. Yes, they are. Alright, that's good. I'm a bit inland from Sydney. Ah, so not a long way south. The western edge of the Blue Mountains is a plateau. Near me will possibly get snow. Ooh. Oh, wow. Well, I'm happy we're done with winter now. Tomorrow should be a day around 20 degrees, finally. That took us long enough to get there. I mean, I'm a big fan of winter, but after a few months, I'm done with it. Alright, let's build one more orchard. Just to get the right amounts of fruit for our people. But how are you, Jessica? Really nice to hear from you. I mean, your channel's doing great, I believe. I haven't checked it in a little bit, but last time I checked, you were growing like crazy. And of course, how are you doing? That's also really interesting. Alright, farm's working, some fields are sown in, already growing quite a bit. That's nice. This field, just 4 trees left, that's good. Well, we're getting somewhere, but we only have 3 more houses planned, so I guess we should slow down the game a little bit and start planning more housing. Now here we have a little issue, because if we see this overlaps a bit. So here could be the place where we build the big houses. With the big gardens. Just a few. Like this. So we'll just hit the... rotate a bit. F1. Is there an optimum size? Well, I think for the orchard, the optimum size is as big as it can be, because it takes 2 years for the trees to actually start bearing fruit, and you want as many trees in there, of course. Because years since planted, the next 2 years nothing will happen here, and after that they will start to bear fruit, and from 6 years on they will bear the maximum yield with slight differences each year. So from now on it will still take 6 years before we actually get something out of it, whether you plant like 3 trees or you plant the maximum. So I just like to max this out so I get the most out of it. For aesthetics purposes, of course, if you want to build an orchard somewhere in town, in let's say this area, then you can make it smaller, of course. But the amount of workers will remain the same. The amount of fruit that you get will depend on the number of trees. So even if you build a very small one, you can still put 5 workers in it. You don't have to, of course, but you still can put 5 workers into it. So I'd say just make it as big as you can, because that's the most optimal. Then you get the most fruit out of it after 3 years. And especially after 6 years, because from then on, you will get infinite fruit from it. I'm great. What do you think about the new Alpha 5 update? Oh, I like it a lot. And I like this update. It's so amazing. I don't know if you've watched the YouTube series for I'm doing with this, with the row housing. I also did some Twitch streaming and got to quite a few row houses, but I love it a lot. It's quite hard actually to manage the row houses though, because we're going to build a city center here. If we build too many row houses here, so we get a lot of people living at the same place, it's hard to provide jobs for all of them, I found out so far. So we'll need to put jobs around them. But it's very interesting. I like this a lot. I'm so happy with this big update. Let's remove this one because we don't need this one anymore. And then I can build another big house here. Autumn, yeah, that's a lovely season, that's true. Well, I just wish I had a bigger garden as Jessica has, because then I would love to grow my own food too, but I just have a very small garden here in the city, so that's not going to happen. But you're really good at making ends meet and things like that. I'm not as good as that, but I would love to do that more later on. But, well, I guess I have to buy a different house somewhere else first. Well, these 2 houses should be producing quite a big amount of food. So that would be interesting. I really want this well removed though, because otherwise I can't really place this building. So now it's gone, but we still can't build it. Come on. Oh, there's some resources left, I guess. Somebody please pick up those resources. There they go. Space is occupied. Yeah, I know. Maybe if I move this a bit, it'll get away. No. Alright, let's get rid of it. And we'll wait until this is removed. See, I have to make this one slightly bigger too, though. Otherwise, well, no, it can remain this way. That's okay. 600 wood still laying around. Yeah, busy too. No, everybody's busy these days, but yeah, I can get into that. It's hard work to having your own YouTube channel, so and being very busy, especially if you have to manage a garden and do all these things with food all the time as well. I just play a game and record it. You have so much more to do for that. But you should be very proud of what you've achieved so far. It's really cool. And if you haven't checked it out, go check out Jessica Wanders. She has a very nice and interesting YouTube channel. And yes, this was a totally free advertising. Not getting any money for it. Yeah, here too. Very late spring. But now that the sun is out, I like it a lot. Why is nobody picking up this wood? Come on. This is taking me way too long. I'm not going to waste time on that. Let's see, because we have only 2 houses planned. Here's the 3rd. Let's get the orchard out. And then the house. And then we need to plan more housing. I think we should do some houses in front of this too. Right, let's put only 1 person in there because we only need 1 to... I don't know why. I just want to keep it in there. Ooh, somebody's been visiting here. So that worked out. And... everything is still growing. Child has been born. Oh, we should get some nice yields out of this. Buckwheat, potatoes, weed, some flax that we can start to use later on in our little clothing area. Plenty of things happening here. Very nice. But it's almost 10 minutes after 10. I've been at it for 2 hours. You guys only been able to watch for a little less because I forgot to hit all the right buttons, of course. But, well, I had a lot of fun. I had a very nice stream. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for showing up, for being so nice. Nice to see some of you again. I haven't seen some of you in a while because I was streaming on Twitch, of course. I will be here every Wednesday. And, well, the next few Wednesdays we'll be continuing this little town, of course. I'm not sure if I'm going to do more streaming on YouTube soon. Maybe switch out another one from Twitch or just add an extra stream. I'll have to give it all some thought. But thanks so much. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And of course, I hope to see you next week again then, of course. There'll be new videos next week too. And you all take care. Stay healthy. Have a good night's sleep if you're going to bed soon. And if not, well, then just enjoy your day. And spend some time in the sun. It's good for you. Thank you all so much. I'll be in chat for a bit. See you later. Bye-bye.